All images in this video are used under fair use of United States copyright law of 1976 and are used in conjunction with my commentary in this video. I did not know skid mark thongs were a real thing, but here we are. Now available in paperback and Kindle Unlimited, Isis, Imitation of Life. The Goddess Next Door helps a young black girl overcome racism during the era of Jim Crow in this Golden Age Isis series adventure. Get Isis, Imitation of Life in paperback and Kindle Unlimited today. In a recent interview with Complex, rapper GloRilla revealed that she wears darker colored underwear to make the skid marks less noticeable. Now, in a quote, she says, "I wear black panties because dookie stains always popped up randomly in my drawers. I feel like it's something all females experience." Now, when I heard that statement, it really made me shake my head because it basically proves the punchline of my joke, the skid mark thong, to actually be true. And it's a sad state of affairs when it comes down to your GloRilla because she doesn't understand how she's making black women look bad by making such a crass statement. Because usually most black women who are out here understand that when they are in the public eye, their statements not only reflect on them, but it reflects on the race as a collective. And when I look at your GloRilla making this statement about wearing darker colored underwear, it takes me back to the old African proverb that the late David Carroll used to quote, where he said, "A race can rise no higher than the moral position of its women, and as the woman goes, so goes the race." And when I look at the just crass and uncouth way that your GloRilla made this statement, it basically shows that the direction of the race is on a major state of decline, because only a woman of low moral position is going to go out here and make a statement about her hygiene and having to wear darker colored underwear in order to be able to hide the skid marks in the back of her drawers, because what that statement really says is that this woman's moral position is so low that she doesn't even know how to take care of her own personal hygiene. And that's a statement that really, again, should embarrass somebody like a GloRilla. Unfortunately, your GloRilla was raised under black feminism, like 2 to 3 generations of black women. And because she was raised under feminism, what happened with your GloRilla is that she doesn't understand the whole concept of shame. And because she does not understand the concept of shame, what she does is go out here and share something with the public that is intimate, not understanding how embarrassing it is as related to her own image. Because she's sitting there thinking, oh, these skid marks popping up randomly in her underwear is something all women experience. No, that's not something all women experience when they're raised in a functional household. No, in a functional household, a girl is raised to go out here and know how to clean herself with toilet paper, and also knows how to go out here and wash themselves once they've gone out here and used the toilet, to make sure that they don't have to have a skid mark in the back of their drawers, because that girl has been raised in a way to understand that, okay, I need to go out here and make sure that my hygiene is on point, because having this happen to you is an embarrassing thing to go out here and happen, because it's showing that you do not know how to go out here and clean yourself. Moreover, it's showing that you don't know how to even wash yourself. And again, it just shows how many of our young women are not raised to be respectable ladies due to the dysfunctional culture that your white feminism has, our women have been raised under. And because they have been raised under this feminism, they think, oh, talking about this type of thing is something that will get them respect. But no, this type of talking point that your GloRilla is presenting is an embarrassment to black women, and it's an embarrassment to the black collective overall. And it's an embarrassment because here we have a woman who does not understand the whole concept of self-respect, and she doesn't understand the concept of self-respect because her mother, the first teacher, again, does not understand the concept of shame, and she does not understand that when you have shame, you understand that something has to have value as related to your intangibles of womanhood. And when you have an understanding of your intangibles of womanhood, you're not going to go out here and sacrifice your dignity by volunteering your information that is personal to you with the public. That is what a woman of character would do. Unfortunately, your GloRilla isn't a lady of character as related to the image of her in the studio sitting up there with this with these Daisy Dukes and this crop top and this thong and this blonde hair on her head. Again, this black woman basically shows that she has no semblance of any sort of dignity or self-respect, basically in this image showing that she has no respect for herself as a person. And because she has no respect for herself, she goes out here and thinks that going out here and talking about the dookie stains in her drawers is something positive to go out here as related to her own image and the image of black women as a collective. Again, I look at your GloRilla and it's just embarrassing to hear her make this kind of statement, because her making this kind of statement really is a condemning statement as related to the dysfunctional state of many of these BWs out here who would go out here and think that this woman is somebody to look up to. No, this is a woman that you just look at and shake your head at the same way I would shake my head at that British black woman who went out here and got so emotional over King Charles to the point where she was getting on her knees to be in front of him. Again, embarrassing behavior, but because many young BWs don't have any sort of shame, they think that this behavior is positive, but this behavior reflects badly on the collective, because you have BWs out here acting in an embarrassing fashion and thinking that this is okay. Again, when I make the joke about the skid mark thong, it's because I understand that the woman who is dropping the skid mark thong is someone who does not really know what they're doing. And again, dropping that skid mark thong because they're not really taking care of their hygiene, not taking care of themselves, and having a low standard as related to their behavior. But it seems like having a low standard is something that is promoted as related to black women, because we don't hear any white women sitting there talking about, oh, I wear darker colored underwear to make the skid marks less noticeable. No, we don't hear any of the A-list white females talking like this. We don't hear any of the A-list Hispanic females talking like this. We don't hear any of the A-list Asian females talking like this. No, the only females we hear talking like this are, sadly, black entertainers like this, and the only people who get entertained by hearing statements about your black female entertainers wearing skid mark drawers are your white supremacists, and the white supremacist gets entertained because it proves his point about black women that he's had since the days of the antebellum South, because in the days of slavery, the white supremacists always believed that the black woman is inferior, and sadly we have your GloRilla participating in behavior that basically proves this white racist point that your black woman is not somebody who should be regarded, because she does not regard herself enough to have any sort of class, to go out here and keep her intimate secrets to herself, and want someone who understands how to even take care of their own personal hygiene. Again, this is the type of stuff that, again, is embarrassing to hear, but here we have your GloRilla out here talking about this in an interview, and this, again, is embarrassing behavior, and it's, again, very embarrassing, because we have we have her sitting up here. Again, nobody's teaching her how to go out here and, one, take care of her own personal hygiene, and two, nobody has sat down and talked to her about her personal image. Because if you're an entertainer out here, you have to understand, again, and I'll repeat it again for people to understand, your image reflects on all black people, and when you're out here participating in embarrassing behavior, it proves stereotypes to racists, and they use that again to get a laugh at somebody like GloRilla's expense, because when they see somebody like GloRilla out here talking about skid marks in the back of their drawers, what it does is say to the whole world, this black woman, again, is not somebody who really knows how to take care of herself. This black woman isn't clean. This black woman just doesn't know how to do anything. And again, these are old racist stereotypes, and she's breathing brand new life into them regarding black women, and again, embarrassing black women on a world stage. And the sad part is, it just really again shows how many of our sisters, as they've gone into feminism, they don't understand how to be ladies, and they don't understand concepts as related to the intangibles of womanhood, such as dignity, self-respect, self-worth, and the ability to be discreet, because a proper lady knows how to not only keep herself clean, but she also knows how to be discreet about her intimate body parts, and also knows how to be discreet about her issues as related to hygiene. And if she's having issues like this, she goes to talk to another woman. She doesn't put her business out in the street. No, a respectable lady, if she has this issue, what she does is not go out here and buy darker colored underwear. No, she goes out here and learns how to keep herself clean, because when you learn how to keep yourself clean, you don't wind up with the skid marks in the back of your drawers, and you don't wind up embarrassing yourself and embarrassing the race by talking about things that should be told only to ladies like your mother and maybe your grandmother, and people who can possibly help you be able to deal with that whole situation. Now, if you want to pick up my books featuring respectable images of black women, like the ISIS series, the E-Steam series, the John Haynes series, and the books of the GloRilla trilogy, and books like A Recipe for Success and the Thetas, you can find all of those books on Amazon.com in paperback and Kindle format. You can also find those books at other online booksellers like Smashwords, the iBookstore, and Google Play. And if you want to see me make more videos like this, you can donate to my Patreon, my PayPal, or my Cash App by clicking the links in the description box. That's all I have to say for this video. You can comment, rate, and subscribe. Now available in paperback and e-readers, ISIS Legacy. Sorority secrets of the goddess next door are revealed in this all-new ISIS series adventure. Get ISIS Legacy in paperback and e-readers at online booksellers everywhere.